remembering the celebrities we lost in 2022. The year saw the loss of several comic figures, beloved musicians, and the Queen of England. As the year draws to a close, it's good time to take a look back at the celebrities who died over the previous 12 months. These are stars who made us smile, made us think and made us laugh. These are some of the most notable deaths in 2022. Sidney Poitier, the Oscar-winning actor and activist for Black rights, was 94 when he died. The first black actor to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor for his performance in 1958, The Defiant Ones. He also was the first black actor to win the Best Actor Oscar for 1963's Lilies of the Field. Poitier died on heart failure, dementia, and prostate cancer. A long-time and well-known activist who pioneered diversity in Hollywood, Poitier is also remembered for triumphant performance in films such as To Serve with Love, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and In the Heat of the Night. Peter Bogdanovich, the Oscar-nominated director behind such classics as The Last Picture Show, Paper Moon was Half Dog, and Mask was 82. His most critically acclaimed effort was the coming-of-age drama, The Last Picture Show, which was nominated for 8 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director, and Best Adapted Screenplay for Bogdanovich. The movie will win a pair of Oscars, including Best Supporting Actor for Ben Johnson and Best Supporting Actress for Cloris Leachman. Bob Saget, The Full House star was 65 at the time of his death, which occurred after he endured a fall. His surprising and unexpected death set off chain reaction of tributes from his Full House co-star, as well as his friends and family. In addition to Full House, the father of 3 was known for hosting America's Funniest Home Videos and narrating How I Met Your Mother. He was also a long-time stand-up comedian. We are devastated to confirm that our beloved Bob passed away today. His family told Today in a statement after he died. He was everything to us, and we want you to know how much he loved his friends, performing live and bringing people from all walks of life together with laughter. Ronnie Spector, the singer behind such hits as Be My Baby and Walking in the Rain with her band, The Ronettes, was 78 when she died from cancer. Spector, who was once married to producer Phil Spector, also enjoyed a resurgence in the 1980s when she joined Eddie Money on his hit song Take Me Home Tonight. Ronnie lived her life with a twinkle in her eye, a spunky attitude, a weak sense of humor and smile on her face, her family said after her death. She was filled with love and gratitude. Her joyful sound, playful nature and magical presence will live on in all who knew, heard or saw her. Telly was a fashion journalist who served as Vogue's first black creative director. He was 73 when he died. His death was grieved by such legends in a fashion world as Anna Wintour, Naomi Campbell, Diane von Furstenberg, and Marc Jacobs. The loss of Andre is felt by so many of us today. The designer he enthusiastically cheered on every season, and will love him for it. The generation he inspired to work in the industry, seeing a figure who broke boundaries while never forgetting where he started from. Winter sat in fog after his death. Louis Anderson, a comedian who rose to fame in the 1980s with an act that would reference his wake. Anderson died at 68 from cancer. He had small but memorable roles in Coming to America and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and won an Emmy for his work on the show Basket. Made Love. Born Marvin Lee Aday, Love was an unlikely rock star with a hefty body and booming voice to match the power ballads that came to define him. He sang such pop classics as You Took the Word Right Out of My Mouth or Hot Summer Night, 2 out of 3 I'm Bad, and Paradise by the Dashboard Light, and enjoyed a comeback in the early 80s with I'd Do Anything for Love or But I Won't Do That. He was 74. Howard Hesseman, known to millions for his portrayal of burnout disc jockey Dr. Johnny Weaver on WKRP in Cincinnati, and a history teacher who helps a class of gifted students on head of the class. Hesseman died at the age of 81 after complications from colon cancer, his publicist said. He also had roles in such movies as Police Academy 2, Their First Assignment, and This Is Spinal Tap. Chesley Kurtz, the extra correspondent and former Miss USA, was third when she died suicide. Chris won Miss USA in 2018, and her mother said she had dealt with depression. Chesley led both of public and private life. In her private life, she was dealing with high-function depression which she hid from everyone, including me, her closest confidant, until very shortly before her death. Her mother said in a statement, Chris herself had spoken about the importance of mental health. I do a lot to make sure that I maintain my mental health, and the most important thing I did was talk to a counselor. She wrote on World Mental Health Day in 2018 on the Miss USA Facebook page. She's really easy to talk to. She gives me great strategies, especially if I'm sad or happy or have a busy month ahead of me, so I definitely recommend that. Shelley Kellerman. Kellerman is best remembered for her Oscar-nominated turn as Margaret Hotlips, Holly Hunt in Mass. She also starred in Neil Simon's Last of the Red Hot Lovers, and played a kind-hearted professor who was Rodney Dangerfield's love interest in the 1986 comedy Back to School. Kellerman was 84. Emilio Delgado. Delgado, who played Louis on Sesame Street, died at 81. Delgado first appeared on the show in 1971 and remained until 2016, when his contract was not renewed, sparking protests from fans. He would later return for Sesame Street's 50th anniversary celebration in 2019 and portrayed Lilies for other events put on by Sesame Workshop. William Hurt, the actor who starred in such films as Broadcast News, Body Hit, and The Big Chill, died at the age of 71, a three-time Oscar nominee. He also starred in Kiss of the Spider-Woman, Children of a Lizard God. Well, Bill was like my first great mentor. His Broadcast News co-star Holly Hunter told Today, he was an incredibly serious actor. It was sacred to Bill, and that sacredness, I loved that. It was a rare thing to see someone approach work with that vibe, so I felt safe with Bill. Taylor Hawkins, the drummer for Foo Fighters, died at the age of 50 while the band was touring South America. He joined the band in 1997, replacing original drummer William Goldsmith, and was included when the group was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2021. His death spurred an outpouring of grief and led to the band canceling tour dates. The Foo Fighters family is devastated by the tragic and untimely loss for our beloved Taylor Hawkins. His musical spirit and infectious laughter will live on with all of us forever, the Foo Fighters said in a statement. Our hearts go out to his wife, children, and family, and we ask that their privacy be treated with the utmost respect in this unimaginably difficult time. Tom Parker. Parker, who was a member of British boy band The Modded, died less than 2 years after being diagnosed with stage 4 glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer. He was 33 and left behind a wife and 2 kids, the younger one of whom his wife was pregnant when he was diagnosed with the cancer. Estelle Harris. Harris was real voice added texture to her portrayal of hot-tempered Estelle Costanza, mother of Jason Alexander George, on Seinfeld, was 93 when she died. She also provided the voice of Mrs. Potato Head in the Toy Story movies. She is the mother that everybody loves. Even though she is pain in the neck, Harris told the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette about the character in 1998. The joy of playing with her and realizing her glorious laughter was a treat. I adore you, Estelle. Love to your family, serenity, now and always. Alexander wrote on Twitter. The last line references the famous proclamation George Costanza, father, used to remain in a ninth-season episode of the legendary sitcom. Gilbert Gottfried. The comedian with a very distinctive voice died at the age of 67 from a rare heart condition. His dad, Louis Anderson, and Bob Saget's deaths. Ironically, Gottfried posted a photo of the 3 of them after Saget died. The comedian had a decorated career, ranging from starring on Saturday Night Live to providing the voice of the Affleck Duck to a countless string of stand-up comedy appearances, including some popular ones of Rose. He also starred as Logo in Aladdin and Beverly Hills Cop 2. Naomi Judd, the country singing icon, died by suicide in May at 76. One day before she was to be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Today, we sister experienced a tragedy. We lost our beautiful mother to the disease of mental illness. Her daughters, Winona and Ashley, said in a statement, "We are shattered. We are navigating profound grief that as we love her. She was loved by her public. We are in unknown territory." Judd and daughter Winona formed the Judds, a powerhouse country duo that sold more than 20 million albums. Winona elected to proceed with her mother-daughter tour solo after her mother died. "I'm somewhere between hell and hallelujah," she told Today in October when asked how she was doing. So, were your favorite star? Leave your comment below this video. Click the bell and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.